Shot by Cheeseburger.
Alright, for sure, man. You already know what it is. Your boy Cheeseburger from Cheeseburger Productions, the Dank Daddy from the Dank TV, man. Who I got with me on the Dank TV, man?
Got Johnny Storm, man. You already know what it is. Always keeping it 100. How y'all doing?
Alright, brother. What you got going on out here in these streets, man?
Well, I'm just vibing, getting to the money, just grinding, focusing on myself, staying out the way.
Alright, for sure. So where you from, brother?
Originally, I'm from Far Rockaway, Queens, New York. Then I moved down here after I moved to Hempstead, New York. Then I moved to Jacksonville, Florida, and I've been here since 2012. So I've been just getting to it, staying focused, staying out the way. Like I said, had my ups and downs, but I've just been vibing for the most part. So Jacksonville is cool. It's not bad.
Okay. So you in Jacksonville right now?
Well, right now we're in Orlando, but I'm staying in Jacksonville.
Okay, Duval shit. Ain't nothing wrong with Duval, man. Yeah. I probably found out not too long ago that's the biggest city in like it's like one of the biggest cities in the world or some shit, ain't it?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say the world, but the whole country, landmass wise, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So how the opportunities looking like for the hip hop artists out there? You feel me?
We got a lot of talent in the city, but it's just all about trying to get off the ground because before it was the drill movement that was going on. We had people like Fulio, Young Ace, and them,
Oh Lord,
that shined a negative spotlight on the city. But we had some positive people too, like Tokyo Jets, who came out the city. She doesn't do that drill stuff, but what really put a spotlight on the city was when Who I Smoke came out and When I See You by those dudes, and everybody was thinking, oh, Jacksonville's this bad place. It's this, it's like Chirac in a way, but there's really a lot of good people out there. There's talent, like upcoming talent. We have a Christian artist by the name of Kilo Cho who's starting to make some noise in the city. So, trying to shine a positive spotlight and undo all the negative things that those rappers did before,
Yeah, facts. I ain't gonna lie, that bitch is the Texas or Florida though.
Yeah.
It's like everybody on edge. You feel me? You can feel it. Man, I remember one time I was crossing the street, you feel me? I completely crossed all the way across the street. Nigga say, hey bro, you better watch where you going. I'm just like, nigga, I'm already across the street. I'm just like,
yeah. You got those bad apples out there, of course, some crazy people out there who are rough, but even still, compared to New York, I still think people are still friendlier because New York, they're a lot worse. Like they got that mouth on them, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, well, everybody be trying to pay that high ass rent out there, bitch. You feel me? Everything, you feel me? Like bitches in a 1-bedroom paying about $3,000.
For real.
And that shit ain't even that big.
Hell yeah. The food is cheap up there, but the rent is crazy. Just like down here, rent is supposedly it was cheaper. Like the prices is going up in the housing market, period. But the food was expensive compared to the housing when I first moved down here. So. And it's just everything's just going up because of inflation, so it's crazy.
Nigga, what? I remember damn Swisher Sweets used to be 99 cents. Remember that time?
Yeah.
Now them bitches like $1.39, $1.38.
You got Dollar Tree too. You remember everything used to be $1. Yeah, ain't
boy,
like that no more.
That's far from the truth. Nah, that be like the dollar plus tax.
For real.
Like stole, nigga. That ain't no dollar.
They need to change the name of that from Dollar Tree to something else.
To the discount stuff.
Yeah, discount. Real. Something.
Man, come on, man. So
yeah.
for sure. So how would you compare you feel me, down south out here, you feel me, to up north, up there in New York?
Well, like I said, people are a lot more friendlier down here. They definitely got, the wicks of the gloves and all that going on in New York. They don't really do that. We're big on afros or maybe dreads, stuff like that. So, what else? They love the golds for sure. They love wearing golds down here. And then New York is, especially in the city, they have the drill movement going on. Like you remember Pop Smoke and people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like that the UK drill beats, whereas down here they like especially in Jacksonville, they like fast beats. They like, the dance. They like to move. They like to get jiggy. Orlando's got the types of beats that Hot Boy and Glock 9 and them be hopping on. They like the groove down here versus up in New York where, they get jiggy too, but it's just
Niggas too tough to
You know what I'm
dance
saying?
on that one.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to get, jiggy with that shit.
Yeah. It's just like, they call it geeking up there. That's what it is. Or glitching. That's what they call it.
Yeah. So like shit. What shows you had shows back up there in New York and shit you were performing at?
Nah, I wasn't rapping up there back then. I started rapping when I moved down here.
Mm.
Yeah. I remember how it happened too. It was crazy. It was like, I think my junior year, I had, me and my dad, we was butting heads, so we wasn't cool. And I remember he had took all my electronics and everything, and I just was bored and I didn't have anything to do, so I just started writing in my notebook. It was like a little diss track towards him. And,
Yeah.
you know, I came to my job next day. At the time, I was working at Burger King. And I came to work and I had the notebook in my hand. This girl, she took it. And she was like, "What you got there?" And I tried to grab it back, but she looked at it. She's like, "Oh, you wrote a little rap. You need to rap it." And then the whole crew, like at Burger King, heard about that. And it was like, "Yeah, let's go to the Burger King, hear you rap it." And I freestyled it to them, like no beat, just acapella. It was like, "Yeah, you tough." And ever since then, like I went from the notebook to going on Rap Chat, this app called Rap Chat, then to BandLab, and then like I just grew from there. You know, I really started dropping music on YouTube in 2019 December.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just been going from there.
So you be recording yourself type shit.
Yeah, for the most part. Sometimes I'll go to the studio or go to my friend's house to record, but mostly I do it myself. I got my own mic and everything.
I ain't gonna lie, it's best nowadays to be self-efficient, cause man, these studio niggas be waxing, but I ain't trying to talk about the bitch price, but bitches be goddamn.
Yeah.
Like price of a haircut out there be like $30-$40 now.
What?
I remember back in the day you get a night everything done for motherfucking $20.
Yeah. Some places they did $10 depending on how cool you was with the barber.
You feel me?
Everything going up.
Shit, I ain't got a haircut since I can remember, bitch, cause I went back to my old barber nigga talking about his 30. I was like, Lord.
Yeah.
Like, damn, at least do me 25, 20. Like, shit, I got off with a little 25 because, he's still on the west side and shit. He got to get me right. I'm like, I know inflation, the motherfucker, the price on everything on that bitch going up.
Like they trying to eat, man. That's crazy.
Facts. Rent going up, food prices going up.
Yeah.
And it's crazy we living through that shit and seeing that shit in real time, for real. So that shit is like...
This is stuff we heard our parents complain about, where they be like, I remember when gas used to be like 3 cents or something like 50 cents a gallon or whatever they say. Like they used to, and I used to like be listening to them. Now we saying that stuff.
Right, we feeling that shit, boy. It's like, man, boy.
I'd be surprised, like by the time like I have kids, maybe a McChicken might be like $15 or something. I tell my son or my daughter I remember when a McChicken used to be $1.99.
Nigga, what, nigga? The whole meal used to be like, what, 5, 6? Now the whole meal by like $8, $9.
For real. Get you a McDouble, chicken, fries, a drink for like $4 or $5.
Man, your ass ain't got that rewards app, nigga. Boy, you cook, boy.
Yeah.
Man, bro. Shit. But yeah, for sure. So, before you start recording and shit, like, you like to be off that gas, that drain? What kind of mindset you like to be in?
Well, I used to be like a heavy smoker. I don't really smoke that much no more. Like I go around my homeboys and they'll be smoking, and I just get the secondhand smoke off of them. Or every once in a blue moon, I might be like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, go ahead and roll up one time. But I try to like calm down with that. I don't really drink the alcohol like that either, unless it's like occasions. And even then, I'm like, I calm down with that. I chill. Never really been much of a heavy drinker, but like I always like take it easy with that.
Yeah, for sure. You keep a clear mind and shit when you writing and shit.
Do my best to do that. And I never did no Zans or Addy or none of that.
Yeah, I ain't never caught that wave, nigga. That Zan wave back in like 18, 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody sleepy.
Yeah, like Lil Peep and doing all that crazy stuff. Yeah. I never did that.
I ain't never got hip to the face tat wave and shit.
Oh yeah, like 6ix9ine them. I never did that. Yeah.
That's like, yeah, you gotta for sure know that income coming in. You know what you doing. That money coming in.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bitch. Before you feel me, cause jobs back in the day. You feel me? Like, shit, oh, he a gangster, you know. Or that's just, you know, the qualifications like no face tats, no visible tats.
Yeah, you perceive something. Even if you're a good person, like, you know, they just think, oh, he a gang member because he got tats on his face. So it's very hard to get a job with that.
Yeah, especially in Universal and shit, you trying to get some little shit like that, boy.
Oh, yeah.
They be big on that shit, but no visible tats, you gotta be visible tats.
Oh,
Yeah. So shit, you feel me? Like, now you out there in Jacksonville, you feel me? You got any showcases, any shows lined up?
Not right now. I'm just now started to get back into doing that. I took a little break. Last show that I did was with you. I had brought my little homeboy back in, it was like April 2024. We had did a little show. Remember that, I forgot what it was, like a little bar that we was at.
Was it Grumpy's?
Yeah, Grumpy's.
Yeah, we still be out there rocking out with
Yeah.
Grumpy's, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna start back doing shows again. Like I said, I just had to get everything right. Had to get my mind right. Had to improve in a lot of areas in my life. But you know, God's been good to me, so yeah, I'm gonna start popping back out with shows and everything.
And you know, I be you know, doing $20 for the shows, cause it's just like, bro, I understand inflation. Like, this shit ain't used to be back in the day. You know, nigga charging about, like, you feel me, 50, 60 for them slots. I'm like, bro, you gotta adjust to the times. You gotta be aware and, you know, aware of people's pockets. Like, bro, you feel me? Like, right now, you know, nigga doing a $20 drop mic, $20 interview. Cause it's just like, damn, you feel me? It's just like, I still want the artists to be heard, get the content in and shit, but at an affordable rate. Cause it's just like, damn, okay, he spent a little, you know, $40 to $60 trying to get some content. He can still get gas money, still have, you know, pay the bills and shit. Cause shit, you know, rent out here is expensive and shit. It's just like, man, I ain't trying to, you know, weigh on the big pockets, dig in the bitch pockets for real, for real.
Yeah, that's real. You know, I appreciate you doing that too. Because as an upcoming artist, you definitely have to invest in your career. Like, it's hard at first, but you know, by you charging low prices for what you do, for like your shows, interviews, drop mics, everything is like very helpful. So I appreciate that. I want to thank you for that as well.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Cause you know, it's just like, you feel me? Like, I used to tell myself, I'm just like, damn, bro, you know, it's just like, damn, I want to see, you know, everybody with Jordans. You feel me? Jordan shouldn't be a luxury. You feel me, with the content. It's just like everybody should be able to, you know, rock Jordans and J's and shit, you feel me? Like, it shouldn't be a luxury, you know, something that's luxury is just like, damn, if it ain't, you know, paying your bills, you know, paying your car note, you know, food and shit, you feel me? The main necessities, you feel me? That's a luxury. Anything above the main shit keeping, keeping, you alive and shit, you know, anything above that is a luxury, like smoking weed, you know, drinking, you feel me, video content, that shouldn't be a luxury. Everybody should wear J's. Everybody should have, you know, a shot at it. It shouldn't be like, damn, bro, like, fuck, like, damn, if I do this, I might not, can't be able to afford my rent or something, or, you know, doing that, you know, the basic shit to live. So I feel like everybody should be entitled to, you know, living a little bit, being able to afford to taste their dreams, you feel me? So that's all like, man, I ain't be trying to wax a bit. I've been out there, been doing it, been for like a whole decade, it been 10 years. So it's just like, I understand the times, bro. It's just like, you know, can't be waxing a bit, cause it's just like, bro, like, I'm doing the community a disservice, you feel me, just by waxing a bit. Like, damn, you know, platform big enough, you feel me? Just be like, bro, it's gonna be straight. They'll look out for the people, everything gonna fall in line. Yeah. So, okay, bet. So what you got coming up? You got any projects coming up for the streets? You got anything like that coming out for the people?
Well, I've been working on some music like back to back. I'm trying to put together an album, but this album is gonna be different from like my previous works, like bodies of work and singles that I've done before. Like, anybody who knows me knows what type of music I used to do before because of the type of lifestyle I used to live before. But you know, now I'm trying to do some more positive stuff. I'm trying to, you know, try a new approach to reach a different wave of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to show people like I'm not just all this like this negative person that I was before. You know, like, and even then, like, the stuff that I was talking about was just like my life. It was real, you know, it was never fake, nothing. Like I've been through a lot of hell in my life, like coming up. So now that things are going better, I want to, you know, put out a better message for people, and, you know, inspire people to chase their dreams and do the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Facts. Because, you know, that's a part of growing up. You feel me? Like, okay, I used to do that. You know, now I'm on to some new shit. You know, having that growth in that music. You feel me? Because I know the fans gonna definitely fuck with it. It's definitely gonna resonate with them.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, I heard his old music. Okay, bro, kind of changing that shit up a little bit. You feel me? And that's all part of being a human. You feel me? It ain't nothing. Oh, well, you know. You know, you leave, you know, some people like, you know, that old stuff, you know, how you used to embrace, you know, the old you, but it's a new you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Growing up, you feel me? And bitches, you feel me? Like, goddamn, you know, seeing new shit in life, you feel me? And just being like, cause, you know, you know, you go older and shit, you feel me? You just start seeing life in different perspectives and shit. You feel me? Start really like, okay, well, this old part of me, you know, was probably keeping me back. So let me just cut that off, and you feel me, and just keep moving forward and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me? That definitely come with, you know, its territory and shit.
It's all about growth at the end of the day. You don't want to be stuck in the same cycle. That's like insanity. If you know what I'm saying?
What? There ain't no progress in this. You feel me? Like, what you really doing? You feel me?
And I'm gonna leave my old stuff up there too. Like I'm not gonna take it down. So you know, I want people to see the growth. I want to see how far, the people to see how far I've come. You know, like I want them to see like, oh, he used to be this way, but now like he's really elevating. Like I want to be like almost unrecognizable. You know, with like this new stuff that I have. So I want them to be like, dang, I never imagined like he had that in him, or like he was like that, or he could become this type of person. You know. So.
Yeah, facts. You definitely gonna, you know, inspire, you know, the people, you know, the next upcoming generation. Like, damn, bro, you feel me? That's how he used to be. But I seen the transition in the music. You feel me? So
yeah,
you might, you know, through you transitioning, you might, you know, encourage somebody else not to do the wrong thing. You feel me? And the wrong thing and the right thing, you know, that's subjective. You feel me? Depending on where you at in life and who you is as a person. Feel me? All that shit's subjective, so you know. But you know, for you know what you had to do to or you know what you had to do to, or you felt within what was, you know, what you had to do to change into that new person. Yeah. You feel me? Because it's just like sometimes you can't go into that next part of your life until you change. You feel me? A lot of doors be locked, a lot of doors be in front of you, but if you don't change and you don't see that shit, you know, you'll never really go into that next step of your life.
Yeah, that's real. That's powerful right there.
Yeah, you feel me? Because it's like a lot of shit, you know, we see the physical, a lot of shit be spiritual, so it just be like, bro, you know, yeah, you know, I'm going with
that
it.
one.
Yeah. So it's just like sometimes you gotta, you know, gotta get a new set of eyes, gotta get a new mind and shit just to see where you going and shit. And don't let the past hold you back and blind you. You feel me? Because it's just like, you know, for example, like, bro, like, you know, trying to get into a corporate world, you feel me, from the streets, like, bro, you can't go up in there, you feel me, like, pants sagging, you know, grills in, smelling like weed, you feel me? You definitely gotta clean, get a haircut, you feel me? Like, we get it out the mud and shit, but you know, somebody that is pursuing that, you know, that type of, you know, career path, you know, it's just like, bro, you gotta switch that shit up, you feel me? Because the folks gonna be like, nah, he don't fit the image, he ain't, you know, he like, it's kind of like, you know, they almost gonna judge you before they, you feel me? And you definitely don't want, you know, your blessings to be blocked just because of how you used to be in the old days. So you definitely gotta like change that shit up, switch that shit up. You want to get in different rooms, bitch, you feel me? Gotta switch that shit up, and you feel me, and just, you know, go about it like that.
Definitely. Because people judge books by their covers for real. Like, you could be a good person, but if you dress a certain type of way and they never met you before or whatever, it's like, oh, he's a bad person just by how he looks. Like, he looks like he's a troublemaker. Like, no, we don't want to give him an opportunity. So yeah, you definitely got to change. not only your appearance but your mindset as well. Like you gotta be able to attract, you know, positive things in your life. Learn how to look at things from a positive perspective and not look at things so negatively. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, attract good energy to you, so you can attract all the blessings in your life.
Exactly. You feel me? So I want to know like shit like so how you go about like getting yourself out there as an artist? Like how you go about marketing yourself, getting yourself to like, you know, the people out there, like people that ain't heard your music. Like how you go about that?
Well, there's a variety of ways I do this. So I might do advertisements like on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Of course, I post, like let my fans know and my supporters know that I'm dropping or whatever. But I also have a manager as well who's like helping me push my music out as well. You know, he's putting it in front of new faces. You know, he's upcoming as well. Like we're not like where we want to be yet, of course, but we're getting there. So, but he has like, you know, new people that a crowd of people that are like following him as well. So he does his part, and you know we're making it happen day by day. We're taking it step by step, but you know we do what we can.
Yeah, for sure. So before we wrap it up real quick, you could tell people where we can find you on all your social media platforms and everything like that.
Alright, so you could follow me on Instagram at Johnny_Storm100. You could find me on Facebook. It's under also Johnny Storm, where you could look up John, you know, both names. I got I don't really be on TikTok, but you could look me up at Johnny_Storm100 as well. Like you want to keep in tune. I'm gonna get more active on there the bigger I get, but you know, that's pretty much it for now. I don't really be on social media like that, but as I grow and as I progress, I'll be more active on like Twitter and other stuff like that.
Yeah. Alright, for sure, man. You already know what it is. Your boy Cheeseburger from Cheeseburger Productions, the Dank Daddy from the Dank TV. Who I got with me on the Dank TV again?
We got Johnny Storm, man, keeping it 100. You already know what it is.
Alright, yes sir. We out this bitch, man.
All right.
Yes sir.